Bond Art.
开始充电。
Так, okay, so continue drawing scooter with people in perspective. So in the last tutorial, in the first tutorial, I was talking about like drawing stuff in 3D or in perspective, and complex stuff, you know, like people, human figure, like vehicles, motorcycles. It's not about learning the right way to do it. It's about like kind of trying certain approaches, like practice different approaches, or maybe just which one is more suitable for current moment for you. Eventually, it's what it's all about is just really understanding how it works, because then you will just choose different approach according to your goal, according to your current kind of particular case, not just only one, because there is no right, like only one right way. Everything is like a half, let's say, everything not perfect here. Nothing work perfectly, nothing work 100%. So you just only use it as a useful means. So I was talking about making some model, so like reduction to more simple, more general structure kind of. Because when you make this simplification reduction, then it became like a formula, and you can play around with this formula. You have more control over it. It's like it's almost impossible, you know, to draw all this like over detailed, sophisticated model like this realistic scooter with all these highly polygonal kind of human figures on the scooter, right? So to be able to manipulate, to do stuff you want with it, you need to simplify it. And this kind of technique, like first of all you need to have this side projection kind of projection view. So in the last video I was talking about this general proportion for a scooter. It's like we have 4 wheels, so 2 wheels in between, and then I give this my solution how to more conveniently to draw people with a scooter. It's to inject kind of this box, which work good as a frame for a figure. And today I will little adjust it. So let's make this frame like 6 cubes, so they might be this like wheel size. So it's very convenient to draw in perspective, because square is like most basic form. So then we can do this. It's also, I will show an examples. It's also depends on a scooter model. This became variable, but let's do as some kind of universal pattern. Let's do this one. So here is like handlebar, where hand will take handlebar. This part in a scooter usually is where this like front light, so it's kind of this movable handlebar part. This one, it's you know, this kind of front side. So there you can be like front fork and rear fork, which is also like usually on a gas scooters. It's like engine there, transmission, and then we have figure. So here from hand area to this corner we can do diagonal line. It really helps to find angle of the legs. So then here will be feet, here kind of knee, so here kind of will be a driver, and for passenger it depends, but let's say his seat little higher than driver, then his footrest higher than driver, then also depending this torso, it's kind of relative also, right? So different people who will have different range. Also legs can be in different length. This major box. With these 6 cubes. So here I will draw this like division on half, like here, right? So I can do this half, put here, then here this half I put here, and then I make this square. So this is wheel, front and rear wheel. So it's kind of this simple structure, which should be easy for you, you know, because like everybody kind of usually already annoyed with the drawing box and perspective, because it's too easy. So it must be easy. So you can do, also can put ellipse in here. So it's front wheel, rear wheel, and then what we need at first is this like a basic basic frame of a scooter. Most important is like platform for feet and driver seat and passenger seat. So here I can again do say like, okay, this length, right, this kind of box, right, I can extend here, so I will get this passenger length here. So we have this kind of surface for seat, we have this part here, so this for handlebar, and then like from this point to this point, like I showed before, this will be angle for legs. So here I put
开始充电，
torso. Here his head little go outside. I can even show how much it's outside. Kind of here. It's too big head, maybe like this. Same for passenger. So let's see. Many motorcycles, many scooters have this kind of frame placement here. So and passenger footrest somewhere here. It can be like tilted or like this. Hello human atelier. Hello egg friend. Egg freed. So, and same now I look where is passenger, right? So I see here it's according to box. It's like body is like right touching this box. So I just can draw it here. Then so footrest, pelvis kind of here. So I just find where is angle for a leg. Maybe it's like same for so it looks kind of this if we see, you know, like transparent scooter. So and there is a engine, transmission, and can give some thickness for a wheel, front fork. And etc. So it's like if you draw angle without reference, you just build this 3D primitive at first. Like don't use color pencil, just use like simple pencil so you can erase it very easy. And then you can take reference and draw any details you want, like of particular scooter model, because there is just like making some adjustments, like what kind of front light it have, what kind of frame here in front, because some scooters they will have this kind of prolongation here, so it's go kind of like this. Some scooter will have like this, like a Vespa, I think it's like cover here, rear wheel, and some extra stuff, right? Also they have different wheel thickness and thing. What is important here is like you have ability to draw any angle. You can rotate a scooter and you can draw it in extreme perspective. So let's see. Let's make some perspective grids. So let's say so this will be a horizon line, this is the vanishing point. This is the axis here. So for y-axis we will have like vanishing point below here. So I will just draw a bunch of curves. So these are vertical y-axis, and this for x-axis. So what I do, I just draw this box from 6 cubes. So let's say here. So subdivide so it's kind of, it's not super precise, kind of accurate calculation. It's eyeballing here, and it's kind of feature of this approach. It's make you able to draw freehand, fluent, kind of dynamic compositions. Because like I'm always interested for way to use it in for creating kind of comic book frames or very dynamic illustrations. So here this 6 cubes, then like I showed before, we can add front wheel. So it's like at first is square, then rear wheel. So it's rear square, it will be invisible. So then we have this minor axis for a wheel. Hello Rodrigo. Yeah, I need I think not many people have patience from beginning, and me also one of these people. You can build your patience. It's also skill you develop, and you need this. You need this skill. So and now let's again. So it's just now it's not like a Scott Robertson say. You need to find points and connect these points with the line, right? So here. So definitely it's like all this. It's basic principles. It's all this simple basic stuff, but yeah, you need some patience to follow this, to not rush, and the patience to try it again and again until you will do it properly, you know, because you always make some mistake, you always do something wrong, then you need to start over, do it again until you will make it right. So this kind of patience is really essential, no doubt. Yeah, if you're a beginner, you can go to my YouTube channel, Jinbon Art. I have very good tutorials for beginners. Так. So here we have this box. So you see, kind of like, is this what, again, I will repeat what I said in the beginning of this video. For such kind of extreme composition, we need as basic, as simple structure as possible. Like, more it's simple, more it's feasible, because you will not able to draw here a complex geometry. You need to work with the boxes, with the cubes, you know. So here what I have, this, right, you see it's here, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you need some patience to repeat it again and again, not rush, not scream, don't break your paper, just do it until you can do it properly. So now this is a structure of a scooter. It's this frame. So I will draw it again. So this how you really learn fastest way. Fastest way to learn is to repeat like essentials, you know. So it's like if like I'm not Chinese, right? I'm so I've been studying Chinese, so like it's a 30-year-old and it's like so interesting. It's like you need to, how you study writing in the Chinese. You learn proper way to write character and then you repeat it like 100 times. You need to repeat like every moves. Like I already forget it because I don't practice it. But this is like system how they teach characters in Chinese, how they teach children. They just repeat all this like simple moves. So let's say, yeah, it's like this is my Chinese name. This I think I draw wrong, but this one is kind of, so there is proper sequence and you just repeat, do it again and again until you will remember it, you know. So same kind of here with this drawing stuff in 3D. You need to repeat it, and eventually it's not like you learn how to draw only this particular scooter. You learn system itself. You change your brain, you know, you train your brain. It's like this is some kind of like essential skill in a sport. Let's say if you're a football player, right, you need endurance and you need to run a lot. So you have a routine running. You need to run a lot, like more than usual people run, more than office workers run, kind of, right? So same for us, like At first it feels like extremely uncomfortable. You're doing something normally people don't do. You know, all this kind of calculations, operations with 3D objects in space, right? But then more you do it, more you get accustomed to it, more this kind of operations became something like normal for you to do. And then more and more you start to be like imprinted in your head, and you start to get to some nuances, and you just start to apply this kind of this approach for everything you draw. And it's not, and you don't even need to do it all the time. At certain moment you became like Kim Jong-il, when you just have all this scheme, all these parameters just in your head, you know, you just see it without drawing. But you get there only after practice. It's a result of a lot of work. It's not kind of like you kind of find some smart way to draw to avoid all these unnecessary lines. No, you cannot skip it. So look here, right? So looking for body. So go in here. Then here I will draw this kind of simple version of Hans Lavache Zonga. No, you don't need boxes to create face structure. It's too much. You can do it for fun. It's also might be fun practice, but it's not like you need to do this. Totally overkill. Hello, Lavache. I just found your choice. Cool. Thank you, Lavache. Yeah. So here's this torso. Here kind of his head. So, and here you see I draw all this. In one way it's like exercise, so you just kind of train and check yourself, like as how much you understand and able to draw stuff in 3D. Because in when I will draw actual view, or like let's say like in actual drawing process, right, like professional workflow, I will rather find reference and I will use angle from reference. But this kind of drawing is just make me more literate, so I will able to work with reference much better when I able to draw motorcycle without any reference. Because when you good in a, when your kind of skill grammar is good enough, you, or high, let's say when your grammar is high, you use reference not as a support but as extra material. You just take reference for some special nuances, for some special elements in it, not to compensate your
开始充电，
kind of lack of skill, you know. No, egg variant. If you want to draw something and you're a total beginner, you need to study essentials. You don't need to learn how to draw some particular stuff. You need to study essentials. Так. So here again maybe I do this like because if you have zero knowledge, every easy task for you will be unfeasible. So, and like for teacher, it will be just waste of time to teach you something complex. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like you go to art school, you want to learn, like, I don't know, somewhere in France, right? You go to art university in France, you tell the teacher, I want to learn how to draw hyper-realistic Pokemons in a cyberpunk setting. But teacher speak French, and he don't understand your language, and you don't understand his language. So you even don't speak on a language. So teacher will like tear his buttocks to trying to explain you, but problem here, you're too far out from a context. So that's why I say you need to learn some essentials just to start getting into context, so you will have some constructive conversation with the teacher. And of course, like there is a lot of art schools, all this art, how they call it, like art centers or something, which is like total profanation. And they have all these people came for leisure to draw, drink some coffee and eat cookies and draw flowers. They just don't even touch art, you know. It's have no any relation with art. It's just total profanation and waste of time from my point of view, you know. Yeah, I mean, just example, because like essentials, like knowledge, okay, let's say knowledge, it's also language. So you need to know meaning of basic terms. You need to be in a material. If you're not in material, it's became like very kind of challenging and very hard to teacher to talk, you know. It's like you need to make extra effort to to explain something for a noob, for a beginner, for outsider, kind of. So somebody who don't have practice, don't read books, you know. You don't have any like specific questions. All questions is just kind of like spent for me some extra time telling me something I don't really want to know. Kind of this. Okay, anyways, I hope it's like clear here. This like maybe very messy, but let's put some ink here. I will do like a very simple form. Yukori Odyssey. It was the conversation about, I say, I making statement that a very beginner artist, he needs to first learn essentials before he go to teacher to ask how to draw his favorite anime or something like he have interest to draw. He need to start to learn essentials. And like, let's say, like, you can go to when you're total beginner, you go to teacher to ask like how to draw in general, like how to draw in perspective, how to draw boxes, how to draw from observations. That you need to learn general essential skills, because no matter what you want to draw, everything will be about your lack of essentials. You just struggle because you don't know anything, let's say, right? So, and if you will demand, ask teacher to teach you something specific, this will be waste of time for a teacher. This is what I'm talking about. And when you go to some kind of like profanation place where people take absolute beginner and making pretty pictures with them, this place they don't learn anything. They just having a good time, you know. Because if they will really try to learn something, nobody will be happy. It will be it will be like gloom and doom kind of, right? It's like, oh, why is so difficult? Why teacher so tough? We just want to make art. Art, it's about pretty flowers, drinking champagne. It's not mathematics, you know, like they say, oh, why are you talking about numbers? Why all this geometry? I don't understand. Yeah. I mean, and it's really like this. Just somebody needs to mention this. Because, like I say again, like nobody will tell you this when you go to this kind of like art studio, because they want your money. They don't want to tell you, like, you know, we don't teach art here. They're pretending, like they want you to believe like this somehow related to art, you know, like you became artist for this 1 hour. I have a funny story about this. Like once one at the art studio like this invites a professor from art university from Russia, St. Petersburg, and I mean, I know this place. They're very serious there, and so this professor, you know, like teach them how to draw figure from life, from observation, how to draw life model, right? It's very serious, it's very difficult stuff. So when there like people, all these people came there and they have no idea, it's like how tough it might be. So they were crying. They're like, why teachers so tough? Why are so angry? Like, we give you money, why you so angry at us? Because Yeah, we think it will be like, like a service in a Starbucks something, not like they don't know. It's like in a art university, it's like if it's good one, right? It's more like gym, so it's like your teacher is also like your coach. So it should be tough, or you will be like learn nothing, and not only learn nothing, you will distract everybody else from their learning. Yeah, if you don't have like good education class or community, like serious community, better study from art tutorials or books. I understand it when I was in my art college, which is not so high level like in St. Petersburg or Moscow. My art college was like just kind of regional one, and there was just no serious classmates. Everybody lazy, and teachers sometimes not really motivated, So, and then I find some tutorials, and it's like, wow. In this like 1 hour tutorial, I find like more information than in 3 years in art college. So, yeah, you go art college. You need for connections and like say like stimulating community, so you will have like all these classmates who much better than you, their level much higher, they're more motivated, they're like no matter how much you try to be like productive, they always work more than you, and it's like, wow, how is this possible, so this is perfect community. This is what worth of your money and time there, right? But if they're just like busy partying and I don't know, like protesting or something nonsense, then it's just better watch my YouTube channel, learn from it. So it's kind of this, so there can be like different clothing or stuff, so it's just kind of quick example here. So same way can be anywhere here, let's say. So I have this vertical, so this is like, it should be like fun, like a puzzle, like you are solving some interesting puzzle. It's like, try your limits. So instead of like sit with crosswords or playing some time-killing games on the phone, you can do this kind of challenges with perspective. Same sequence, same boxes, just in a different scenario, with a different parameters, but it's like same 6 box. Then again we have front wheel. If you don't know what I'm doing with this perspective, I have a video, couple videos actually, about perspective grids and about here start using it, and about this fish eye perspective with a curved horizon line. Yeah, here I did this, you see, so need to careful attention. So this line go here, this go here, let's go here, this minor axis. So ellipse should go kind of this, and the rear wheel somewhere here. Maybe I want to fix this. Anyway, so let's see. Because every time you do this honest effort of build stuff in perspective, even when you make it wrong, when you make it mistakes, it's a very good experience for your skill, for your brain, because you remember this mistake. In the next drawing, you have it in your mind. You improve your attention, you improve your this kind of nuanced vision. You start to see all these minor nuances. You start to kind of say like, this time I will avoid this trap. This time I know there is possibility of making this and this mistake, so I will avoid it. You know, so that's why everybody say you need to be okay with mistakes. Don't panic about them, because point is not about let's see, it's nothing personal here. It's not like you trying to prove like you inborn artist, like talented and stuff, right? No, it's about generating kind of new neural network kind of in your head, which is based not only on success but also in mistakes. So when you finally, like, you try, and then you're finally able to do this, you feel like this, like, yeah, and you feel like let's say like a good experience. You feel rewards, right? You feel like your brain like reward you with this dopamine or serotonin, dopamine, I think, right? So you feel this happiness, and this help you to kind of remember this experience, remember how you do it. But also negative experience, like your mistakes, they work similarly. You want to avoid your mistakes. It's just like, don't avoid drawing. Don't feel like you need to stop drawing because you make mistakes. No, you need to stop doing it wrong. You need to try more, work more, until you will able to do it properly. And like, we kind of need to, you see, we need to fine-tune our brains to receive these signals in the right way. So when you do it wrong, it's like hurts you. It's like, again it's wrong, you know. It's not make you think like you should stop drawing, like you're not good artist. It's just make you remember which mistake you might done here. So you start like your brain, he start to like when you go to sleep, right? This pain make your brain go back to this mistake and think what you did wrong here. Maybe because of this, maybe because of that. He keep kind of thinking like reviewing like all this you done, how this was happen, why you feel so bad, why you did this mistake. Your brain just like so this is how you also improving, you know. So it's just have it in mind as like don't turn this pain into ideas that you need to change your behavior to do something else, like oh, it's not drawing, it's not my thing. And this is kind of also some kind of like a natural selection of artists, let's say, right? Because like yeah, somebody will decide it's just not their thing and they will stop drawing. Others, they will say like yeah, I know it's uncomfortable because I'm not skilled, but I will work more, I will study more, and I will be better, and then I will feel better. So it's kind of normal. It's totally normal kind of to kind of feel frustration sometimes. You can also find my New Year post. I give their link to my Word file with a list of my tutorials. So for me it's more convenient to look on just like in a text format with all this my video tutorials on the channel. So they're like organized in the categories there. So again, this right now is no reference. Let's just do quick kind of quick line art, just to make it a little more clear here. No, I never met Kim Jong-il. Never been in Korea. They have like I think they have like art studios there, or some kind of company where they teach artists. Yeah, Super Ani. So it's like whole community now like will learn from Kim Jong-il. Oh, and again, okay, I'll just like, for example, let's make it like a scene here. So maybe like some kind of and you also can do something like this, like when you do exercise, and then you also maybe add some kind of finishing look to it. So it's kind of funny practice. So from just kind of perspective exercise, it became like practice of drawing illustrations. Outside they have like crackers, firecrackers, firecrackers. So let's say here some kind of police chase. Because it's like it's not require much more effort, and it's like also because I'm not in the mode of a serious drawing, serious illustration. It's kind of more fun, more free kind of mode right now, so I can play around and put some details. So here's like police, like an angry policeman here. No, there's firecrackers. They're like some kind of religious ritual. Make new house and like a service for a local god. It's like Taoism. Can do some. Again, I see it's all is just the boxes. So you can draw any kind of cyberpunk in a second. Так. So here is Yukori Odyssey. You like to use pencils and pens? Do you like to work with other mediums? I also like watercolor, which is also kind of like just match this. It's kind of continuous. So it's pencil, ink, and watercolor. I studied oil painting, also, what else? Yeah, I tried gouache. Yeah, it's fun to work with gouache. I don't like work with oil painting because I just don't like kind of feeling of it. You know, to work with oil painting, you really need to special space. You need to separate studio. Everything you need to wash, and it's always smell of all this gasoline or chemicals. And for me, like I was travel like almost 10 years, like constantly travel and draw, like live with the luggage, so watercolor is just very convenient. It's very portable and it's clean. You can always wash your clothes, you can wash your hands from watercolor, less toxic. Yeah, so I just prefer watercolor. It's also kind of like much more meditative for me. It's really like this flow of pigment in the water. It's very relaxing. Так. So okay, let me for a second I'll make a break for one minute. Так.
Up your pen, draw again and again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Artist, that's your drill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Artist, that's your drill. Draw often, don't you quit. Practice those essentials bit by bit. Keep at it, you'll find a thrill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. To climb that artistic hill. Repetition is the mother of skill. 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 Repetition is the mother of skill.
Madness. This is
Gene Bond Art.
Thank you, Letitia. Yeah, so you see now as this main vibe, or like, I don't know, like main pattern on this channel I'm talking about, our constant battle with our old selves, with our inefficient, let's say, a kind of neural network, and we're in adventure on a path building very efficient pro level master neural network, being like super productive, super original artists, right? Yeah, hello Yukori. So here's some examples. I find some reference. So now you see we can use same approach, right? So at the beginning, like, you can just take my composition with this like 6 cubes and do it like 100 times. I mean, without joke, like literally just do it like 100 times, and then you need to realize that this example is just like one of a composition, kind of. It's like one of a concept, right? So it can be like little different proportions, can be little different ratio. Some like scooters can be different, like they're very close, they're still very close to this my proportions I show, but they can be different, so you just need to know it. It's like I say, it's no ultimate method which you can apply to everything. And you see people have different proportions. Some people can be like same height, but their leg can be like one with the same total height. One might have like very long legs, other will have like short legs, you know. So you need to practice sometimes to just like create your own kind of model, like a side view and then projection in a 3D. So like here you see it's like even like 4 people on the scooter. And it can be like sit like this. So just apply this approach of looking at it as a very simple kind of structure. So let's show you maybe just for example. So again, this seems like always pretty much like, yeah, kind of same. Two wheels in between. So then what you see is like middle of wheel, right? So about half here we have this. So with this thing, right, I actually like save you like 100 hours at least, save you from a lot of pain, because like this kind of first time to break this veil of like unable to see it so simple, to see the structure, it takes a lot of time. Here I give you, so like, oh, like 1 minute before I don't see it at all, right? But now it seems like clear as day. Now it's hard to unseen, kind of, right? So then it's kind of like, you see, this is what I was talking about. And then we have this kind of curvature. Then here you see like we have some thickness for scooter surface. Some have like much more thin surface, some like higher, sometimes even more higher. Here it's this, and then seat also like a little higher, about here, and for her like maybe it's here, or sometimes it can be just like tilted with this angle. So then here you see here also, because he sit more on the rear, so he's like almost, yeah, he kind of touching back of this box. So his leg here is not angle, it's just straight like this. Yeah, and etc. So just different proportions, but they all like a little adjustment for this general structure. So let me maybe break down these two. Yeah, let's do this too. Also, you see, because so many people, so scooter a little below this age. Also. Here again, I'm trying to see center line. And okay, let's do, because it's little sagging here. So this. Kind of like this. So have feet here. See, like I showed before, this passenger little higher feet. Then about here we have torso, then this torso. Out here. Then, like I showed before, we have this line, you see. And arms is just like, sometimes it's more convenient to draw where it ends, and then you connect with where it ends to where it starts. Like shoulder to fist. And then we have children here, maybe other color. For torso, for heads, here will be like about here, so she will sit kind of like this when she drives. So this kind of, you see, breakdown. Now we can use this kind of breakdown for drawing in 3D. So let's see. Let's do this time curve another direction. So now horizon line will be like this. Or no, okay, now let's do like this. Let me choose, yeah, let's do like this. So this horizon line, the vanishing point, Oh, and here children leg. And here on the right, I draw this group 4. So this more sagging down. Here, so it's like rear seat here, and this thing. So even this kind of process of breaking down, yeah, it's kind of require patience, but it's really crucial, because it's first of all, it's about clarity. You need to have this kind of map and a clear understanding what is happening, how all these characters relate to each other. So so funny. So this girl on the back, she have phone with a Google Map, I think. Yeah, so she's like this people on a ship standing very high and looking for land. Okay, so here will be like Y vanishing point. And this is X grid. like this. So now let's see. I kind of first I looking for this box over 6 cubes, right? And like I say, it's not like very precise. I'm more just like eyeballing it and try to make it visually look correct. Just perceive like it's correct. This of course also requires this decent amount of time drawing boxes and squares in perspective, so you will be like more close to proper proportions. Так. It's like I need 6. Forget there like method how to draw 6 like this. This. What is also interesting, like if you do it like correct to technique itself, then like proportions mistake and all this like minor mistakes, they might look like a deliberate exaggeration, maybe some kind of like artistic decision, you know. People will not see much problem with that. But if you have issues with the system itself, like if you don't understand how perspective works, this will be really self-evident. Even people can't say this, like they can say why it look weird, but everybody will notice there is problem. Little clean. So then, let's see. And you can see a lot like this in anime or something like this, like where they have like a super dynamic drawings, and there's like a lot of mistakes with proportions and stuff, but nobody cares. It just looks cool. It's important. It looks cool, and it's like perspective is literate. We can see artists here understand perspective. Let me don't jump too far. So here you see we have this bottom. Here we have this driver seat, and this one. And then moving up, and here I do extra box for this passenger. Seat. So here is passenger seat. So this 4 legs, so I can put driver's feet here. And then I can like from here from these 2 points can make this diagonal line. You see how much it helps in perspective to find this. No, it's still here. I'm still online. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, seems I'm online. Так. So here we have this line, and here can find this. Body for a driver. What's the mean end stream? So let's also make quickly other. So here fit for his passenger wife here. Then here she sit behind. And here it's like can see, but here it's actually like feet of children standing here, right? So it's like his legs in the middle. Так. So here will be his head. Here can draw arms for this. Так. So this kind of proportions here. Now I can give some characteristics of a scooter. So there have this kind of needle shape. Again, listen some song during drawing.
Every day, pick up your pen, draw again and again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Artist, that's your drill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Artist, that's your drill. Draw often, don't you quit. Practice those essentials bit by bit. Keep at it, you'll find a thrill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. To climb that artistic hill. Repetition is the mother of skill. 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 Repetition is the mother of skill.
So here wheel little higher, not in the middle. Так, here, here. Hello Munep. Hello to you from Taiwan. Thank you. Так. So. So here is a driver seat, passenger seat, and this glow compartment on the behind for this last passenger. Extreme seat. So let's draw her first. She sit here far away. Here it's her feet. Go like this. So here she's holding a phone. Then we have passenger. She sit here. Так, very close here. Так. Her feet will be here, so her leg goes like this. Then we have like one more. Like, let's do her head here. Here she's like looking on the map, and then here will be this number 3 passenger. Her feet will be here, and driver feet here. Так, maybe more like this. So here is like butt of a driver, then she leaning towards like this, and then her legs here. Kind of her head should be like this. So little adjust here. This will be handlebar. Like this. Хорошо. like this. many people here. Thank you, human. Yeah, so kind of this like, and again, like I'm Little Rush, and you can draw it more slow, you can do it bigger size. Important, it's this approach. It's very practical, very universal. You can spend more time, put more details here. So also, like I show, we can maybe can put some landscape to it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm accidentally create illustration. It was just, I was just planned to make like a perspective study, but then in the process I just start to having fun and it's like okay, do something. So and here now it's look like illustration, with a meaning. So it's like you look on the left, it's like totally different vibe. It's like very family, very quiet, and it seems like suddenly have this like super speeding group of girlfriends. They're like rush to party like ah. It's like so it's like a moment between before they will like move outside of a frame. Just kind of moment catch them on their right. Nobody wears helmets. Very crazy.
What do you do?
I say what I mean, and I do what I say.
I don't know why I choose this quote. Just my favorite quote. So you can like, is this kind of trick of making practice more fun. It's just like, try to implement some creative aspect to it. Make like Anyway, so can you finish here? So see you next tutorial.
Bond art.
The best tutorial.